think I found my bass flute. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be talking about Guo Bass Flutes. So as you guys know, I am looking for my bass flute. Let's talk about these Guo Bass Flutes and why I'm so excited about them. So again, I am so thankful to the Flute Center of New York. They actually sent these to me for trial for me to figure out what I want in a bass flute. So this one is the Guo New Voice, and this one behind me is going to be the Guo Grenaditte bass flute. Grenaditte, I don't know. Let's start off with the New Voice, okay? So this New Voice version is in Carnation Pink. I'm actually gonna post up a whole bunch of the different colors and the different names over there for you guys, so that way you guys can figure out which color you like. Although the pink is so cute, and I actually have a few videos out there, well, one video out there of me playing the Pink Panther on this. Like, come on. I couldn't resist, I had to. I don't think that this is the color that I would end up actually buying. So these Guo Bass Flutes are made of a plastic composite. The New Voice is a plastic composite. The Grenadites are the plastic wood composites. So they are different, and I will get into some of those differences here in just a minute. They do come with a B foot. The pads are a synthetic material. Honestly, I'm not 100% what the material is, but they are a little spongy. They are supposed to last, I would say, the life of the flute, but you know, of course things happen. I'm sure there are replacements if you absolutely needed it. So please be careful whenever you do buy these. These are different from regular bass flutes, and you kind of have to treat them as such. The way that I usually try to think about it is I think about them sort of like eBay flutes, even though they're so much better than the eBay flutes. You want to treat them that way. You're not going to find very many technicians that are willing to work on them or know how to work on them. So please be careful whenever you do. Keep that in mind whenever you do buy these, that you may be kind of limiting yourself to some of any mechanical work that you're going to need done. You know. Your Guo Bass Flute does have a B foot joint, and it does come with trill keys on the back here. It also has a little rest here for the A flat G sharp key. I guess it was a common problem before of those getting broken in transit in the case. I will show you guys the case and everything here in just a little bit as well. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I will show you my unboxing, and I go over the case and everything a little bit better. And as you're probably wondering what is going on right here, this is in fact an earplug. I cannot use the crutch system that is on any of the bass flutes really. So I figured out that earplugs are squishy and they make a really nice hand rest for me. So I have a piece of double-sided tape here since this is not mine. I also have it on our Grenaditte over here. So it actually works really nice as a hand rest for me. The only thing that I do have to mention to Guo, if they ever do any more enhancements or whatever, because this is a second version. There is a first version where the head joint is a little bit different. This head joint, as you can see, it does kind of curve up. The originals are just cylindrical. The only other thing that I would have to say is this B natural key. I'm used to the B natural key being larger, especially on like alto flute, regular flute. You know how you have the small B flat, the large B natural. That's kind of thrown me off a little bit on this. So if Guo ever does any enhancements to their models, that is something that I would recommend to them. I love this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up buying one of these. Without further ado, let's go ahead and try some scales and see how it sounds here. So I'm gonna squish down my little hand rest there. It definitely gets a little thin up at the top. It doesn't like those upper register, which, hey, I totally get it. You're not made for that. It really sings from pretty much low E all the way to a G though. That's like, it's real nice on the staff, sweet spot. So let's go through a few scales, and then I'll do my chord study like I normally do. It is so easy to play. It feels like I'm playing flute. The weight of it, it is so light, so light. I know everybody always says that, but you just don't really realize how light it is. And I'll kind of hit on that here in a little bit whenever I get to the Grenaditte model, because the Grenaditte model is almost twice as heavy as this. It feels very similar to a normal bass flute. Where this one is so light, so light. It is very easy to play it for longer periods of time. I'm not feeling like my shoulder is hurting. It's not taking as much for me also to hold it up. Even with this left hand, like whenever I'm doing C's, that's usually the hardest part because you have all that weight on the very, you know, the knuckle-ish area, the lower knuckle area of your finger. It's so nice, so nice. I really am impressed. I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. I'm very impressed. And I go back and forth on, you know, do I want to get a metal flute? Do I want to get a Guo flute? Because, you know, you don't really see Guo flutes in flute ensembles. You don't really see them, you know, performing and such. So it's kind of like, do you want it to look more professional or do you want to be comfortable? The sound is also great. I honestly, for it looking like a PVC pipe, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. It looks like a PVC flute. For it looking the way that it is, I am so impressed with the sound, the ease of use. Yes, the keys, there's a lot of key clacking and noises, but I feel like you get so much else with it that I can totally ignore. I can ignore the key clacking. And again, let's be honest again, most of the things that you're going to be playing on this are slower. They're not quick changing because I have noticed that these keys don't bounce back quite as quickly as like on a flute or on the alto flute. On a metal instrument, I'm not getting the response of the keys as quickly. But again, we're kind of going back to most of the stuff that you're going to be doing on this is a lot slower. It's lower. It's just not, you're not going to be playing, you know, Stars and Stripes on this, most likely. Okay, so we're not really looking for fast and trills and such. So that's another reason why I wondered if the trill keys were going to be as big of a deal to me as they are for most people. And I'm going to say yes. I feel like on my bass flute, I want trill keys. I did not realize how much I use the trill keys until I got one that had one. And then thought, some of these don't have trill keys. So if you're having to do, you know, like D to E, so much easier. Same with C to D or so much easier if you have trill keys. Again, how much are you really using them in your music? Probably not very much. But there are certain circumstances where I would like to have them. And so that's just a personal preference for me. I am very impressed with this. I love it. If I was ready to pull the trigger, I believe I would. So let's do our chord study really quick. It is so easy to get all of these notes out, and E natural above the staff is very easy to get out as well. I had trouble on the Trevor James model where the E natural just was not wanting to come out. It is so easy on this. I don't know if it has a split E. I don't know what it's supposed to look like on a bass flute, but it comes out so easily. It comes out so easily, especially whenever I was doing that G scale. I noticed on the Trevor James, I was having to push that E out, and I actually took that a few times. I just could not get that E to come out smoothly until I started just pushing it out, where I don't have to do that with this. It's very easy, it's very fluid, it's very consistent, and they come out very easily. I don't really have to try very hard. It is very nice. It's very nice. I love it. So enough about the pink one. So now let's talk about the Grenaditte version. So this is way heavier, way heavier. It is very noticeable, the difference in the weight. I would say this is very close to a metal flute weight. It might still be a little bit lighter, but it's pretty close, I would say. Not having a metal one, you know, side by side, I would think this is pretty close. It's still comfortable though. I also notice it takes more air to get notes out with this. So I am noticing a difference in how it plays versus your New Voice version. Your New Voice version is a lot easier. You can just knock them out. This one, it takes a little bit more effort to get the notes to come out and to come out clean. Those are just some of the things that I noticed. I also want to point out something that I'm not entirely sure why Guo did this. You have this beautiful black instrument, okay? Black body, black keys. Why do we have a white cork cover? That annoys the hell out of me. But okay, whatever. Let's play a little bit on this. I do feel like it is still very easy to play. Do not get me wrong. I personally like the New Voice a little bit better, which I was hoping to like the Grenaditte better, even though it's way more expensive. But we'll play a little bit on this one just to give you an idea of how it sounds. And I'm probably gonna run out of breath a little bit quicker on this. I am already noticing the added weight to my shoulder over here, so just as an FYI, it is a decently noticeable weight difference here. Let's do our chord study. I feel like this one was a little bit more muffled when I was doing that chord study. Again, these are not really instruments to be doing things fast, especially with how quickly I don't feel like these keys come up quick enough. So it did sound a little bit muffled. I really wanted the black one. I wanted it to be sleek, and I think it looks great, minus the annoying random white piece that is on this. I don't understand. I wanted the sleek, I wanted totally black. It looked better. And people like Grenaditte. especially in piccolos. People thrive on that stuff. So I was expecting to like this a lot more than I do. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out either. All right, stay a little bit longer and I'm gonna show you guys all of the unboxing and the cases and everything like that. My total first impressions on everything coming up. Okay, everybody, so today we have another package from Flute Center of New York. This time they sent me 2 bass flutes. So let's get into this bad boy. So these should be the Guo Bass Flutes, which are plasticky. So there should be a standard Guo Bass Flute, which is a plastic composite, and then the Grenaditte one is also in here, which is a wood plastic composite. So I'm really excited to try them both, and there will be a surprise at what color I chose for the standard one. We're also probably going to get some help from, you guys can't see it, my dogs are off camera right now. They're just kind of chilling, and they're going to be helping me out today. I definitely filled this one up. This is the same size box that I had for the Trevor James one that they sent. And there's supposed to be 2 in here, and it's definitely heavy. So, I'll look at the tags and just see, because I don't know if the color is on the tag or not. This one's the Grenaditte one. And this is actually really nice. They have the same case for both of them. All right, so these are actually really nice cases. I'm assuming that they go this way because this flap comes up. And it looks like there's little hooks over here for a shoulder strap. That's nice. There's a front pocket here, which has, I guess, the information and the warranty. Got a couple, I don't know what this is, or this. I don't know if these have corks on them or not. I don't think so, but maybe. And then your cleaning rod. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, there's also a cleaning cloth in here as well. Please only use after purchase. So we'll do the Grenaditte one first. I'm going to set this one over here for now. Has a little Velcro, goes through our handle here, and then zips. Nice. And it's like fleecy type of material on the inside, and then a nice hard case on the outside. Also locks. And here's a key for you. Only one though. That's not very cool, but that's all right. And so we will open that up. It's beautiful. I love it. We're going to wipe this down because we don't know whose cooties are on this. So excited. And it also has sort of a wave there. I don't know if you guys can see. It has like a wave to it. That looks pretty cylindrical, but it actually does go up. It's cool. The only thing that bothers me is this. You have a totally black instrument, and you're going to put a white piece on the top. Come on. All right, so Grenaditte, sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. You do have that wave kind of a head joint. Now, there are a few different models. Well, I say a few. There's 2 different models. This is going to be the upgraded model where it has the kind of crutch there for the A-flat key. This also comes B-foot. All right, so let's see. And your B key's a little bit different. I do want to try out this crutch. So the crutch is right here. It looks like, oh, is it magnetic? Oh, it's magnetic. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm still way too far. This is way too long. That's okay. But this one doesn't come down quite as far. It was so hard to get pictures of this, so this is a much, I'm very glad that I did this. This is much shorter of a crutch post, so this should not really get in my way of me doing, I mean, it's close. See if I can show you guys. It's still close, but it's not bad at all, actually. So very clicky, very, very clicky. All right, let's try it. That's me. I like to hold my hand here, and I was kind of pushing that up, so it wasn't working very well. So it's still kind of hitting just a little bit, but that is not bad at all. I would much rather put something there. I could even put something there. What could I put there? I don't exactly know, but I will play around with that because that is much easier. I don't really like the key clicks. It is pretty loud. That is something that a lot of people had said. This embouchure hole is huge too. Huge. It's very large. So that's also interesting. Because normally I line myself up with it. I can't really do that on this one. It's just kind of, it's large. It's very easy to play though. I did notice in the beginning it felt like there was a lot of air that I was having to put through it, but really now that I'm kind of playing it a little bit more, not so much. It's actually not bad at all. Let me see if I can find something to put on my finger here because it is uncomfortable, but honestly, I'm thinking like I even have a cotton ball. That would probably do just fine. Just something on that edge right there would be nice to have. It is still a pretty decent stretch for me, too. I can only imagine with that crutch. That crutch is large. It is very easy to play. Very easy to play. I am really excited to get the other one out, just to see how different it is. I'm honestly not thinking it's going to be that different, but I don't know. It might be. like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Moment of truth, guys. I'll move the black one out of the way, because y'all are going to want to see this. All right. Yeah. It's pink! Same thing as the black one. Only difference is going to be what it's made out of. This is purely a plastic composite. This is more of a wood composite. All of your connections should be about the same. And that's the other thing. Like, look, we color matched it on this, but we didn't color match it on this. Why? Good grief. Good God. All right. Same thing. Still a whole lot of key clacking, which the Trevor James did too, but this is a little different. So same thing on this, where the crutch holder, it does stick out, but it doesn't stick out that far. And I think even if I were to just kind of smooth this down a little bit, golden. Let's see. I'm not thinking this is going to be much different than the black one. The same thing also has a B foot on this as well. This is honestly easier to play than that one. This one is definitely heavier too. It's probably, it almost feels like twice the heaviness, twice the weight. It takes just a little bit more air through this one than this one. This one's easier. So yeah, I'm thinking out of the two, I like this one better. I like it a lot. A lot. Like, the low is beautiful to me. And let's try this one again. Definitely heavier. very, very similar. But it definitely is heavier. This one is almost twice as heavy as this. This is like nothing. This one has a decent weight to it. I still don't know that it's quite the same as a metal one, as the Trevor James one that I had. This one also takes more air than this one does. I feel like this one's a lot easier. Once you start getting up into the upper register, like in this part, I really don't think it sounds bad, but it does sound thin. Definitely sounds thin and very airy in the upper register. I think this one was the same way. Yeah, and it's actually even harder to get those notes out in the upper register on that one. But yeah, I think considering this is plastic, the sound of it is actually very impressive. You checking things out? The Grenaditte one up. And this would be actually nice as well, because with flutes, if I were to get even a silver plated one, I wouldn't be able to leave this out on the stand because it would tarnish, but this won't. So I could leave this out on the stand. Probably still shouldn't, but I could. Hello, are you helping? Are you helping? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay. And it's so light. I love it. fairly fast. You just hear a lot of the key clicking. Yeah, it just, I feel like once you start getting above the staff, it starts getting airy, and you can kind of just tell that it's not meant to go that high. So it's kind of the same with like flute. Whenever I'm like multiple above the staff, it starts to get airy and it starts to get very thin. This is the same way, but I feel like it's a little bit closer to staff. So like, I would say like A, B, once you start getting in there, it starts getting kind of thin. And then especially anything D or higher is very thin. Where on a regular flute, I mean, you're getting up to like, like G, A flat before it starts getting really thin. So this one's definitely a lot lower. And this is nice. It's nice because it's light. It's nice because it doesn't take a whole lot to play. Like, there's not a whole lot of air that it takes to play. It's not hard to play at all. It seems to have decent response. The key clicks are a little annoying, but it is what it is. They're all going to have key clicks. It's just this one's a little bit worse. I'm going to give it a rest. So I will come back with a better video later. Bye. That's all that we have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments, especially if you guys have one and what you guys think, or if you've tried one and what you think. I always love opinions and just kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.